Go on.
Hello there.
It's a long journey, but relatively safe once we're clear of the jungle. The Kalgurans keep the road pretty secure. Shall we?
Doriani has one piece of an ancient weapon that can control corruption. The other 3 pieces lie somewhere in the countless islands of the Karui archipelago, but their current leader is distrustful of outsiders. He would never give us passage. Our only path forward lies through Kingsmarch. Perhaps there we shall find a ship and crew brave enough to take us where we need to go.
We're here. There goes me last chance at some shut-eye.
This is it? This is Kingsmarch? Science and civilization must have never recovered.
Your time was different, yes. But don't discount the Kalgurans just yet. They have potential.
We shall see.
Oi, where did Elva get to?
She has gone ahead to meet her local contacts.
We will need a vessel to navigate the archipelago. We must begin our search to locate the pieces of the weapon.
Behave yourselves, will ya? So, where should I start hunting?
We know the pieces of the weapon radiate intense, latent corruption. The more dangerous an island is, the more likely it is to contain a piece of it.
It is crucial that we find a captain with in-depth knowledge of the local area. Then we will stand a better chance of finding what we seek.
Of course.
What have you learned? Doriani sees the world through a different lens. You must remember that he is of a bygone era.
I can hear you, you know.
Indeed.
And of what era are you, exactly?
Older still. I have seen many civilizations rise and fall.
Now, break it up.
It is a strange feeling meeting someone so gifted in sciences I unintentionally brought to the world. All of our technology and advancements derived from my ultimate mistake.
You call the beast a mistake? On this I do not agree. The gods were nothing but monstrous tyrants. The power of corruption allowed humanity to seize back control of their destiny.
And what did you do with that control? In your experiments I saw death, dismemberment, a living nightmare.
A means to an end. They were all willing sacrifices.
That is somehow even more frightening. The zealotry, the fervor. I've seen it all too often. A kind of madness, seemingly fundamental to mankind.
Perhaps, but it was their choice to make. They gave themselves in the hopes of saving our people. My only regret is that I failed.
Oh, to bear but one regret.
I've certainly made some mistakes I wish I could take back, but we must accept them and move on.
Move swiftly.
Kingsmarch. It's been months since I had a bath.
Is this the friend you mentioned?
There you are. This is my contact, Rog, a trader with a keen eye for valuable artifacts. Rog, my friends are after a ship, and it just so happens we have a cartload of Val treasure to cover the charter.
My hunt leads me toward the most dangerous islands.
Kalguran merchant vessels don't intentionally seek out danger. However, there is one captain who may be up to the task. Name's Makoru. I'll set up an account for you, but for now, here's your charter. Take it to her. I've no doubt she'll accept.
I suppose it's time we said farewell for now. I'm off to study a tome on blood magic I found back in Exile. How exciting! Do be careful out there.
Come visit my shop sometime.
The name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here. Welcome to our fair little town. You have a vessel charter, I see.
Greetings, Tujin. I'm looking for Makoru.
Just out on the pier. It's the only ship on the dock right now. Before you go, perhaps I can ask a favour. See, King's March trade has seen better days. Ships go out, and they don't come back. And that kind of shite is bad for business.
What's the problem, then?
A local island we call Journey's End is spewing out blasted fog all over the sea, as thick as mud. The Karui know all about it, but won't seem to touch it. Something has to be done.
But how will we fare through that fog?
Makoru can do it. She's Karui and grew up on these waters. If anyone can get you there, it's her, no doubt.
Spirit guide me. This fog won't linger.
We'll be in your debt, and I got something special with your name on it. If you can clear that bloody fog. That Pharaoh a friend of yours?
He's come here with me, if that's what you're getting at.
Thought so. You both got some choice attire. Tell him to stop sticking his face in the forge, will ya? Unless he wants to get burned.
He's just curious, like. He's a runesmith from Ezemir. Wants to know all there is to know about him.
Really? Wonder how he knows about runes. If Danig's fine with it, I'll just keep an eye on him. I'm not a tour guide. This here's the harbour. Got an harbour concern? That's me. For all other concerns, best ask someone else.
Blimey. Thought we might be friends.
Don't take it personal. We got a lot of people coming and going here. I lost count of all the ones that rub me the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. I used to believe a whole load of bollocks about honour and tradition. We do this not for ourselves, but for our children. The words were hollow, but the intent was good. It really is all about making a better world for those that will follow us.
So you do this for the future of your kin. I respect that.
Yeah, something like that.
But what of it? There must be more to it than that.
Quite worldly, aren't you? The situation back in Kalgur made the prospect of Rayclast a little more appealing than it otherwise would have been.
What happened?
Oh, you know, the usual things that make good folk run to the ends of the world. Water under the bridge now. No sense poking a hornet's nest. The big man's resolved to leave us alone, so long as we keep sending back Val artifacts. Or whatever else his heart desires. Keep it up!
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm Ange, a marketeer. Oh gosh, where are my notes? I'm terrible at introductions. Never mind. I've been in Kingsmarch for many years, watching and waiting for my time to shine. Picked up a thing or two from Rog and Faustus, rest his soul, and a little life advice from Tujin, I guess. If you need to get your hands on something, or get something off your hands, just ask.
Sounds good to me. What's the cost?
I'll take a small fee. Not much at all, really. But, first order of business, we need somewhere to set up a sort of base of operations. A hideout, you might say, to ship goods to and from. I'll keep it all spick and span, don't worry. Just keep an eye out for a suitable location. Somewhere out of sight, off the beaten track, if you get my drift. He helped me with my self-confidence. Well, at least he tried to. He got me blind drunk singing songs with the local crews here in the tavern.
Sounds like a good night out.
Yes, I suppose. Since then, for some reason, people have been more friendly towards me. Aren't people awfully strange?
I'm sorry to hear your teacher Faustus is no longer with us.
If only I could say the same. Between you and me, he could be quite grumpy in his later years. Died of natural causes, they say, but I'm not so sure. He left Kingsmarch around a decade ago. No one was entirely sure where he went. But when he got back, gosh, he really had changed. He'd both softened and hardened. You never quite knew which you'd get. But I could tell it was caused by fear.
I've met an elder or two like that. Not so uncommon in their older years.
Certainly, but he still had his mind. It was something else. I asked him once. It took all my courage to do so. What happened to you, Faustus? Where did you go? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. I still remember the look he had on his face. He was looking at me, but also through me, like he was somewhere else, reliving something. He said nothing, got up and left. They found his body later that night on the dock. Under his coat, he was clutching a small vial artifact. I heard he held it so tightly his hands were bloody. All very strange.
This is my shop, Rog's Rarities. Please look around, and if you have any questions, do let me know. Come back anytime. Hail. This shop is my pride and joy. I've been dreaming of running my own place since my younger days, even though that was impossible back home.
I'd never have left me home of my own choosing, no matter what I had to endure.
There are a limited number of merchant licenses, all owned by wealthy families. New licenses only come up every few years, but I could never afford one back in Kalgur. I've fallen on better times here in Rayclast, you might say. So here I am. I was never one for grand quests, always preferred sorting logistics from the back, but I'm glad I'm here. I'd never have had my children, or built all this. The wife says I'm the real hero, because I have a business and support my family. She might just be buttering me up, but I still take it to heart. Oh, my Gwenna never did feel quite comfortable here. She spends much of her time off continuing our adventure. Doesn't have anything to do with the King's Hand being in town this year.
Ah, say no more.
The grand quest that brought me here? Oh no, that's a long story. I couldn't possibly. All right then, if you insist, I'll tell the tale. 2 decades ago, our glorious leader, Danig, led us on an expedition across stormy and dangerous oceans to look for an artifact called the Triskelion Flame. Our search took us to the forsaken continent of Rayclast, a land filled with horrible monsters and raving mad exiles.
So it seems.
But we excavated many ancient sites, uncovering some of the lost history of our people's short residence here. Long ago, Kalgurans tried to settle on Rayclast, and it did not go well. In the end, they did not survive, and they lost the Triskelion Flame. We've been looking for it for over 20 years now, and to be honest, we've gotten a bit sidetracked, but my wife refuses to give up on the dream. Oh, King's March. It's what we Kalgurans call this little port town of ours, and also the region round it.
Never seen a place like this. Must I speak to someone in charge?
All this has been authorised by the King, and we certainly pay enough taxes that we can never forget that. But we're quite far from home. We're mostly left to our own devices. Oh, except for the King's Hand. He spends a season here each year to make sure we're on the up and up. What is it you want to know about us?
What do you all do in this grand stone village?
Well, most Kalgurans here on Rayclast are in various guilds. I'm in the Meridian Free Traders, the trade guild that owns the charter for King's March. You can't beat our logistics. Danig is in the Artificers Guild these days. Tujan's a freelance harbour master, but he stays close. You've got to keep the family together, you know. The wife's the only one still carrying on our grand quest. I sure do miss her, but she always comes back soon enough. On an unrelated note, the King's Hand is due to return to Kalgur any day now. Take care if you see him around. There is no greater concentration of loyal followers of the King than here in King's March. Know what I mean, friend?
I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, okay then. Impeccable offerings. Good day. Come back soon.
Hail, and welcome to Kingsmarch. I am Danig, the smith and leader of this fair port town.
Greetings, Danig. I'm a mountain-born of the Asmeri. Oh, rather, I was.
Ouch. That's a pain I recognize. You know, we can't exactly go home either. If you ever want to grab an ale and talk about it, feel free to stop by.
I might do just that.
I'd say Runeseeker is an apt moniker. Pharaoh's a quick learner.
So, you're teaching them about runes and the like?
Of course. It's the duty of every smith to pass down the art. Although I do feel like I'm learning things as well. The Ezamite and Kalguran rune sets are not exactly the same. Each has a few symbols the other does not. Considering how established our science is, I find that curious and disturbing. We've had 20 years on Rayclast, and those gems you use continue to perplex me. Clearly, they grant you mystical abilities, but they simply don't do anything in the hands of a Kalguran.
Reckon you're lucky then. They bring evil. You sure it's never worked for you?
Believe me, I've tried. We have our own methods of mystical power, to be fair, but your gems remain an enigma. Somehow, I suspect the power is actually inside you, and these virtue gems are just the particular way you believe the world works. I'm no priest, though, so take my opinion for what it's worth. The runes on our armor essentially capture and shape starlight. It sounds poetic, but don't be fooled. The smiths of the Kalgur turned these runes toward killing work long ago, as soon as we discovered we could compel arrows to find their mark and blades to bite deeper.
The spirit has never spoken to us of such things. These runes, do they really do all that?
All that and more. The greatest smiths became known as artificers and produced work of singular genius. I'm not quite there yet, but it's only a matter of time and determination. This little jewel on the sea might have been granted an official charter by the king, but it's those of us here on Rayclast that have built it into the trading hub it is today.
Never seen anything like it.
To be fair, we did have local help. Kingsmarch is actually our second attempt at settling on Rayclast. Our first expedition, thousands of years back, was mysteriously lost.
The Asmeri, remember? The stories say we came to their aid, but it was too late. What happened?
That's why we came here 20 years ago, to find out. We also sought the artifact of power our forebears brought with them to Rayclast. It has become my life's work, the search for the Triskelion flame. The most powerful artifact in our known tales was brought to this continent by the first expedition thousands of years ago. The songs tell of it incinerating evil, purifying tainted fields, and warding off those of ill intent.
Our stories mention your people having that. It'd be a powerful weapon in this fight.
My thoughts exactly. I still intend to get out there, I just get bogged down by the work of running Kingsmarch.
Ah, you're an elder now. No offense.
One day there will be a glorious return. One day we Grand Four will finish our quest, and perhaps do a little saving of this fair Rayclast. Yes, one day. Soon. The king commissioned this port for trade after we'd been operating it as an outpost for many years. We ourselves would like to investigate the remnants of our own culture, but he is very interested in Val artifacts.
Doesn't he know the danger Val artifacts bring?
Your guess is as good as mine. Here's the gear I've got. No harm done.
The salt air here is just lovely. The third tome I found mentions an ultimate design, the Triskelion flame.
That, Pharaoh, is the very reason we are even here at all.
I couldn't quite understand. Is the Triskelion a tool for good or evil?
Most importantly, it was a tool for hope. A symbol of Aldor's gift to our people. But it reminds me of a saying my forebears passed down. The will of the inscriber may bear love in his heart, but the will of the user may tear us apart. Though the Triskelion flame brought our countrymen together in our time of need, there are those who believe it may have been used for ill thereafter.
Wouldn't exactly surprise me.
In a further tome I've studied, It mentioned Aldur's death and how it deeply... Tell me,
It threw
Dan,
our people into
how was
disarray.
the Triskelion
Brothers
used
in
for
arms
ill?
became... It
And
is
the
a
remaining
complex
Runefathers
object.
sought to fix that.
There is a cross... Correct. It's a tale that warms the hearts of all Kalgorans.
One other thing. This tome seemed to imply that Verisium wasn't as abundant as the Rune...
They stripped the land of all the...
That's what happens when you mine the land for all it's
All I
worth.
know is that it was capable of bringing
Careful on the water. Come on, then. Speak true. Lord Danig.
Just Danig. Long
Right.
ago, the
I
Order
must
of the
inquire.
Chalice, under the
On
guidance
our
of
adventures,
Uhtred,
I learned a
began
thing or two
drinking
about a man
small
named
quantities
Aldur.
of Verisium. Oh, you have
What's the
you?
first one's
Aldur
for?
was very
Would that not
important to
kill
our
them?
history, and how curious you should learn of him.
Did he really invent runesmithing as we know it?
He certainly did. There is no doubt that we owe
That seems
everything
quite
to
a
him
tall
and the
tale.
original rune.
And
Stranger
I
things
suppose this would have all
assure you.
happened in the considerable past.
Of course. Aldur existed long before Ezamites even breathed their first breath.
That's astonishing.
Well, don't you two make a fine pair of runesmiths?
I'll do my fine. Keep your chisel sharp. It's funny, you know. My whole life, I believed runes were an Ezamite invention.
Runes were exposed to
Watch your step, eh? Slip overboard and you're on your own. I'm Kanu, first mate of the Aurora May. If you're looking for a ship, best speak to the boss, Makoru. And mind your manners while you're at it.
Well, Kanu, quite the mouth you've got.
It's gotten me in my fair share of trouble. And out of it, too.
Oh, I can imagine. One after my own heart.
My family wasn't always from these parts, you know? We came out here a few generations ago. I was always out exploring the waters and fishing, even as a young boy. That's just in my blood. My family's tribe, the Tassaleo tribe, they value being on the water above all. But the young ones were never allowed to go very far. I used to drive my parents nuts. I looked out across the water and oh boy, I wanted to keep going. But I never went too far. I couldn't leave my family behind. Where they are, that's my home.
Some of us don't have a choice.
Well, hey, here I am. And I'm thankful the boss showed me that I can make a new life for myself. One that I choose. All good.
Welcome aboard. I'm Makoru, captain of the Aurora May.
Got a charter here.
Great. Then the Aurora May and her crew is at your service. We can take you wherever you need. Places other captains would never dream of going. Your business is your business. Now, we can set sail whenever you like. That island has been shrouded in mist for generations, even since before the Vaal Empire. The tale told by our Hatungo goes, if the mists part and the island shows itself, you will be compelled to land on its shores. You'll claim to hear the voices or see the visions of loved ones, or of your gods, or whatever else is dear to you. If we go there, there's a real chance the ship will never return.
I'm not afraid. We'll slay anything in our way.
Well, what could possibly go wrong? Move out! We made it. Yes? My people's traditions have remained the same for thousands of years. Until my generation, that is. When I was just a young girl, Tukohama, the Karui god of war, was slain by a mortal. That turned my world upside down. Our own ancestor, killed by a mortal. I'm looking for my own way now, one that doesn't rely on gods or old traditions. I thought I might find my path in trade and commerce, so here I am, sailing for the Kalgorans. Other Karui like me have spread out across Rayclass in search of meaning. The elders call us Kaivana. They think that we have rejected the way, that we dishonor our families.
Oh, Makoru. I know that pain well.
It's not a pain I feel these days. Now, when I was a young girl, I visited the halls of the dead. My ancestors told me that the way was meant to empower us, not to control us. So who am I dishonoring by seeking my truth? It's a debate that I'm tired of having. But either way, it has separated me from my family, and I must live with that. I'm a freshly minted captain, but not new to these waters. I joined the Trade Guild as a deckhand after I ran away from home. I then worked my way up ever since. I finally took the captain's challenge not too long ago, and now I'm the first Karui captain on a Kalguran ship.
Aye, you've done well. Good on you.
Thank you. But my story has only just begun. Now I've just got to get out there and make a name for myself. I've put a lot on the line to get to where I am. Who knows? Maybe we'll achieve great things together. I became a captain against the wishes of the Trade Guild Council. To lead a Kalguran ship, you must pass a test. I was given a makeshift crew and tasked with sailing a course in a certain amount of time. At the most dangerous point of the course, between two shallow reefs on a moonless night, our cargo of refined verisium caught fire. It was set to explode at any moment.
Oh my. This puts me off the water even more.
I was faced with a choice. Abandon ship or order some of the crew into the lethal smoke to put out the fire. At the cost of their own lives, no less. They say it's a rather horrible death, gasping for breath with burning lungs that no longer work. So I chose to put out the fire myself. That's just how I was raised.
Such bravery. How'd you survive?
Well, luckily for me, it was all fake. It was the main part of the test. The truth of it is, the candidate passes or fails depending on the votes of the crew aboard. I earned their loyalty by my choice. And many of them still follow me to this day, here on this ship. The council does not aid me in any way, but they also leave me to it. It's the best situation for now, until I show some true profit. They don't talk very much about their homeland, and well, I'm definitely not allowed to sail there.
Do you need to prove yourself first, perhaps?
Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just part of their culture. First, someone has to immortalize my family's triumphs into an epic poem. Then, it must be told at their royal court before their king. This sort of custom is not too different from Karui oral traditions, but it's a tricky situation for me. I am no longer part of my tribe, so I have no family to immortalize in song. Tujin suggested that we could be family, but he was drunk at the time. I don't know what to make of the Kalguran king. I've only heard whispers, rumors.
Not the good kind, I take it.
Well, they say he's a bit obsessed with Val artifacts. But something tells me this is quite a concern for the Kalgurans. I've noticed certain types of Val devices seem to up and disappear before being loaded onto ships headed for Kalgur.
The Kalgurans ought to be careful. A leader's wrath can be brutal.
If you mention this, they will deny it. Just like they did when I asked. And just like I will deny ever telling you this. Go well.
How can I help? I'm on it. They've arrived. We shouldn't be here. This place hates us. Can't you feel it? I keep seeing angry faces in the fog. How can I help?
Part of a map, looks like. Where's the rest of it? take that. They keep throwing ships at this place. It keeps throwing them back. Come on! Need a moment. And hide from me! Quick! A worthy foe!
Stop! Don't come near the circle.
Freya Hartling? Is that you?
Yes, it is.
Time must have moved slow for you here.
Longer than I can fathom.
How can we break this? Can I smash it?
My boy. He's lost somewhere on the island. And with him, our trove of raw verisium. It must be runesmithed into spikes. It is the only way to break the seal.
Captain Grisham Hartlin.
I also fear for his fate.
Well then, best we find him. Danig can help with the Verisium. Now get your arse moving and look for the captain. I'll stay with Freya.
Please hurry.
Ahoy! I remember your boy, Freya. Worked for us for a long while. Captain Hartlin, a capable seafarer, well respected among his crew. Good drinker, too.
He's the apple of my eye.
Really? I thought you'd fallen out over the whole...
We're still family. And family is all that matters.
Aye. Blood is thicker than water.
I would do anything to rejoin the mountain barn.
You've been out here for so many years. How did you survive?
Shellfish, rainwater, and hope.
Remarkable.
I don't know all the ways of the Karui, but I doubt they intended this trap for you.
Hear that, Freya?
There were times I almost gave up.
Now we've arrived just in time. Aye then.
Yes, all I remember is the horrible sound of our ship slamming against the rocks. I crawled through the sand in mist, beset by the cries of the dying. And when I opened my eyes, I was here, safe, but trapped.
What a story.
Something about these Karui totems keeps the malice of the fog at bay.
How do we know this Verisium will help?
Are you not familiar with the power of runes?
Verisium's the very foundation of Kalguran runework. We call it truth metal. As they say, what is runed becomes reality.
A metal born of the very stars themselves.
Danig would know more of the details, but if a skilled smith imprints the rune for deadly on a sword, that sword becomes, well, deadlier.
Aye, magic. Like them bloody gems.
Magic? It's not magic. It's science.
Science? What the bloody hell is that?
I know very little of the fog, other than its malice. It drew us in and led us to our doom.
It is known to wreak havoc on the mind. Mirages, whispers, lies. Every captain I know has reported strange sightings in the fog over the years. It's only gotten worse of late.
Something's wrong out there with the world. Something's happening. I have to get out of here.
Aye, the spirit knows it too.
I just have to get out. It's been too long. See you soon, I hope.
These ancestral totems are a menace that remain from ancient days. They gather a cursed fog, and we cannot stop them or break them. If you come to this place and have any idea how to destroy them, please do. Tabakai, chieftain of the Tukohama tribe.
were dead already. I just made it stick. Fuse is lit.
My boy is dead. I knew. In my heart, I knew. It's been so long. I don't care about getting out of here anymore. Just leave me to die.
Now, chin up. We'll get you out of here.
Perhaps if you can runesmith the Verizium and free me, I can go and see my boy one last time.
Of course, Freya. Newcomer, get the Verizium to Danig, quickly.
Please, hurry back.
Freya Heartland's still around and tracked on Journey's End? How strange. I believe I know the runes that could break that seal.
Hop to it, will ya? She's not getting any younger.
Reclast has always been full of surprises. So be it. I'll forge those spikes with haste. There we go. That should do it. Be careful out there. What's that you have there?
Let's
Not
hope
sure.
these do the trick.
We'd have to find the rest of it first.
But this piece has some kind of rune on it, so I thought you'd want to take a look.
How interesting. I'll hold on to this for now. Be sure to bring further pieces my way, should you find any. Go make some legends.
How can I advise you? The more I consider it, the more I believe I've seen a depiction of the weapon. Especially now that I can study the piece in Doriani's possession.
A depiction? Where? The scraps I know, I learned from incredibly ancient ruins.
Yes. When I consulted the ancient being Calandra, she told me where to find the seed of corruption. She was cryptic and said that it already belonged to me. That it always had. I can still only guess what she meant. In the ruins where the seed was sealed, I saw carvings on the wall. It was a message, left for anyone who might follow in the eons to come. A series of giant murals. The first was broken, but the second depicted the creation of the seed. The third mural portrayed the seed's destruction. At the time, I thought it was a warning. Now I see the weapon was depicted quite literally, being driven into the seed. It might not have been a warning. It might have been instructions.
This confirms my hypothesis. The weapon is the key to destroying the beast. We must find and reassemble it, no matter the cost.
I will give my very life, if I must.
It is curious that the weapon was broken into pieces and dispersed here.
From what I have seen, I don't believe the weapon was broken apart. It was never fully completed at all. I have only ever seen it portrayed in pieces. The third mural, the one you saw, must have been an instruction. It is my belief that the creators of the weapon were interrupted.
Sounds a nice way of putting it.
It's impossible to know for certain. They were wiped out thousands of years before my time. Do you have any notion?
I was too young to remember much. I was among the Asmeri when it happened. But they did tell stories. I recall tales of a great fire, a great wasting.
You were alive for that? The historical record, it's always been conjecture.
I remember fear. I remember sorrow. But the Asmeri had chosen their homes carefully. They were separatists. They rejected technology. And in the end, they were right. Do whatever it takes.
What is it? I must concur with the hooded one. Someone intentionally carved information meant to be discovered in the future. To do such a thing, they must have believed that their civilization might be endangered. However, the most important clues I found were done differently. Hand carvings. We found them in this region. The stones depicted pieces of the weapon being thrown into the sea.
Someone tried to make it missing.
Their reasoning was unclear, but from what I saw, it was thrown not by soldiers, but by a woman, a scientist, and I have no idea who she was. Go.
Friend, I have urgent news for you. Time is short and the unmaking of the world is nigh. Please, listen to what I have to say.
Go on then.
I am pleased to meet you. I am Lorandis, a missionary of the Twilight Order. But I am here to warn you. The end of days approaches. Something evil has awoken on Rayclast. You have faced it, have you not? I can see it in your eyes. You have faced the wickedness in the hearts of men.
Aye, true enough.
They seek to conquer us, to rule us. We must act. We must fight back. Do you hear that, Kalgurans? Here is one who will join us in the fight. We will save this world together.
Wait. First of all, how are we saving the world?
Utopia is a dream, but Rayclast is a nightmare. Let us choose which we live in, yes? We do not despise the Kalgurans. We merely consider them lucky fools. In their faraway land, they have no concept of the problems we face here, so they do not take our struggle seriously.
We should be working together. Can we win them over?
Kalgurans are not like us. They stand apart. Their souls are clean. No divinity, no corruption. Rayclast has gods capable of horrors beyond comprehension, yet their sole fear looms largest. Their aging tyrant king. Absurd.
Why do they fear their king?
The Kalguran king seeks Vaal artifacts. I know not why, but the reason must be sordid. The Vaal destroyed themselves. We will not make the same mistake. Utopia is not possible while wickedness in the hearts of men can be rewarded so extravagantly. Our Savior will bring about that utopia, and in it, you shall be free. We all shall be free! There will be none to rule you, none to tell you how to live.
Only the spirit may lay claim upon me. I welcome it.
Please understand, it will be a glorious thing to behold. The struggle for freedom from tyranny will finally be over. Our savior is a mere mortal, like you or I, only better. The savior is being raised free from the corruption of wickedness. This is the key to our success. If you wish to know more, you should visit our enclave on Erastus. It is not too far from here. As we speak, the Karui flock to our island, eager to join the cause and save Rayclast.
Perhaps I will.
You will not regret your visit. There, you'll have the chance to pledge to the Twilight Order.
How do you know if you've accomplished what you need to?
No more pain. No more suffering. No more horrors upon the world. A fresh start. A time we can be proud of. Rayclast is beleaguered by the most detestable of creations. Unnatural creations. Creations that manipulate our existence. Their time must come to an end.
Who do you speak of? Beasts? Rathin?
The gods must never come back, and divinity must forever return to its dormancy within whatever void it sprung from. Our savior is almost ready. He will remake the world, a world free of divinity, and thus a world free of corruption.
The spirit is all I know. It's outside the folly of man, which gods are not.
Utopia will not remember these gods. They will have no name there. They will never be, nor will they ever have been. Praise be in Utopia's name. Praise be upon the Savior. Now, are you ready to take the pledge? You are interested, yes? I knew it. Visit Erastus when you are sure you are ready. We are an order of true believers, dedicated to the salvation of humanity. To that end, we have given everything, and will continue to give of ourselves until Rayclast is saved.
If you lot are trying hard to do the right thing, I can't condemn you.
Friend, we are on the same side. Surely you will pledge yourself to aid in the cause. Fight the good fight.
You have the Verisium spikes. Quickly, impale these totems. Farewell.
I'll let these spikes work their magic.
Oh, shite! What's going on?
I am finally free.
Oh, we've been played, haven't we? Come out of here.
It was only a matter of time for someone like you played the hero. I hope you enjoy my party gift. I'll see you soon.
Come after me! Wait! What have I done?
How can I be?
Go on.
Welcome to the fort. I've forged a few fineries. I think I know someone who needs this. Deal.
You've been here a while.
Here's your gold. survive. Hail. I should have trusted my instincts. I knew something was strange about that situation. I suppose this confirms the Heartlands are long dead.
No way we could have known.
Farewell.
The forge burns up.
I should have known something was off about all that. In my younger days, I'd never been fooled by such a charlatan.
I'm just as surprised as you. We weren't to know.
Aye, perhaps. Nonetheless, the fog is cleared and a Kalguran always pays up. As promised, this is for you. Till next time. I should have known that wasn't Freya Heartland. Whatever it may have been, it gives me chills thinking about it, so I don't want to.
He were a god, Tengmazu. A mortal turned divine by unknown means. Nothing like our sacred spirit.
Tell it to the Skalds, will ya? I'd rather not know. Bugger off!
I sense fear in you. Why's that?
It's unnatural, like a bloody curse. You all just go about your days like nothing's wrong. Yet at any moment, some almighty being could appear and cause mayhem. Like I said, it's best not to even think about these gods of yours.
I'm sorry it worries you so, but we saw what we saw.
Yeah. In the 20 years we've been here, I've seen shite that'd knock your boots off. You know how I get through it? I drink, not think. You should try it sometime. Now that there's a good man. He's led us through thick and thin. An aspiring dreamer and a cynical realist. He's a unique fellow.
What makes you trust him so deeply?
His conviction, his passion. He could change the world, if he just believed he could. It's quite the worry. Not one of us sleeps right at night lately. It's just not like her to disappear this long.
Surely she'll be back. Keep hope.
We'd seen her a lot more recently, after certain folk made their way back to Kalgur some years back. She's not one to be tied down to mortar and stone, mind you. But weeks without a word. No, that's not how Gwen.
I wish the best for your friend. I'll have a look on my travels.
Please do. Now there's a true friend. Me and him have been on this campaign here in Rayclass since the start of this little venture, when it was but a lodge and a dream. Next thing you know, well, it all got away from us. And here we are, with the whole town somehow grown up around us.
It's remarkable how things can change before we know it.
I'm just now realising I haven't been on an expedition in 6 bloody years. Time really is a cruel master.
Join me on a hunt too, Jin.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose. He's fairly new in town. I heard he had too many modern ideas for the chieftain's liking. He seems capable enough, and Makoru's taken a liking to him.
I'd like to meet this chieftain. Tell me about him.
His name's Tavakai. He's a bit of a hard ass, a real warrior. And we do our very best not to cross him.
I'll treat him with the respect he deserves, no doubt.
Good luck with that. Makoru's got something to prove. Lucky for you, she's got the talent to back it up. You won't go wrong getting on that ship. She's been underestimated. By my people, and her own.
Why do you fear him?
Aye, she's left him behind. But she's got her people's spirit. I'm fond of the Karui. They value honor and ancestral tales of bravery. Not just talk, for real. They live the way us Kalgurans claim we do. They're wild and free.
I know how that feels.
Oh, you know how it is in times of change. The younger ones get ideas, and the older ones try to push them back toward tradition. The Karui passionately follow what they call the way.
Tell me what you know of it. The way.
Well, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's a kind of code of honor.
So she rejects the way of her people. Tough path to take.
Reject is a strong word. You'd have to ask her. She forges her own path. Kind of like we did coming here, to Rayclast. I admire that. Why are you asking? Who sent you? Bugger off!
No one sent me, save the spirit.
None of your business. Move on.
This is as close as we can get.
Ahoy!
Good day. Where to?
Land ahoy!
Yes? Where to? All stop! We've arrived.
In the King's March Tavern, sailors whisper about clanking and roaring coming from that prison. Those abandoned... King's March Tavern, sailors whisper about clanking and roaring coming from that prison. Though it was abandoned long ago, it seems there are still folks kicking around in there. I don't know much more about this place. No one does. Watch your back. Ahoy!
Talamoa. Where to? That prison island was built by the Eternal Empire. It's been 300 years since the Cataclysm, but the inmates still wail from within the walls there. Can you believe it? Nobody ever let them out.
Sounds bloody dreadful.
It's a horrible place. You can still hear them pounding at the bars of their cells. Considering how awful it is, I guess you'll want us to sail straight there, right?
Looks like the sort of place no one walks out of. Pretty word, justice. There's not many who live up to it.
You have been weighed and measured, and you have been found wanting. You are unworthy, but fear not, for redemption is a grace which may be earned by the willing. Until then, the Empire shall be your father and your mother.
Starve the prisoners, get eaten. There's justice for you. A clean kill! Spent their last breath on prayer. A lot of good it did him.
The heart unlocks
compassion is the first step toward redemption. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice doth preside. She shall weigh your mind in one hand, your heart in the other. Choose wisely.
Need more time. Captivity's driven him mad. Wait. No mana. Raise the board. Sent these prisoners to their graves, leaving them trapped down here. journey home like that.
Need something? Let's equip you. No interest. Farewell.
What have you?
Hail. I think I know someone who needs this.
Might break for lunch soon.
Go make some legends.
By the order of Emperor Zaro, my honored predecessor, none may enter this chamber. The prisoner within is beyond death, beyond force of arms. He must be left to rot for all time. Emperor Chittis Perandus.
Whoever built this weren't taking any chances. Eternal Empire's long dead, yet their stench remains.
This piece of the weapon, it has writing on it.
The first example of precursor writing I've ever seen.
I recognize some of these symbols.
What? How?
When I was very young, but a boy and still mortal. Such a faded memory. I was in her lap, and symbols like these decorated a vivid book. I can almost hear her saying the words, what they mean.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I have to think on it. I have to try to remember.
Then we must find the other pieces. We need more information.
Now, we must find the others. Make haste.
We made it!
Ahoy! So what is this thing you found? Seems only fair to ask, since we're doing all the hard work sailing you around.
It's part of some weapon, though I don't see how it all works yet.
Oh, how interesting, I guess. So we're risking our necks for some old collector's item, eh?
Oh no, it's much more than that. Could be what helps us save the world.
Could be. So it's uncertain. Ah, well, either way, we're doing our part. Let's see what happens.
Talamoana, are you telling me there may be another cataclysm? You should have told me sooner. If this weapon can truly save us all, we'll do whatever it takes to aid you.
You're doing just fine, Makoru, but I accept your vow.
I won't fail. Maybe this is my chance to prove myself. Where to? I told you I would take you anywhere, but I'm hesitant about this one. Nakanu might be the most dangerous island of them all because I was born there. They won't outright kill me for showing up, at least not in these more peaceful times. But if you insist, well, let me tell you, it is quite beautiful. I just won't be able to go ashore with you.
Will they appreciate my arrival?
You won't be welcome inland, but you'll likely be allowed inside the front gate. Just be respectful. For generations, the Isle of Shrikes was used for a coming-of-age trial for several tribes. Young Karui tried to sneak onto the rocks, climb the cliffs, and take the eggs of the shrikes that nest there. The eggs are a valuable delicacy that many Karui would pay through the nose for. In recent years, though, the trial became far more deadly. The things that nest there, they are vile things.
Sounds like a hunter's afoot.
It's not really the type of island outsiders should be trespassing on. But let's do it anyway. Cast off!
How can I...
Hail! Here's the gear I've got. I'll melt it down. Find a use. I think I know someone who needs... Go make some legends.
Welcome. Let's deal. Business has been on the rise ever since he took up residence outside my shop. People duck in here to seek refuge from him, and I make a sale while they hide. It's a win for everybody. Good day. Do come again.
What you need? Rumour has it you're looking for objects of grand importance. Should we be concerned?
The world is at stake. That's all that matters.
Nothing's a secret around here for long, see? At least not to me. Just be careful. That's all I ask. Anytime.
He's been a great teacher, no doubt about it. But gosh, has he gotten soft as he's aged.
Got a big heart, that one. Nothing wrong with that.
I agree, but business is business. Years ago, he'd drive a hard bargain. He was a great negotiator. Then he went and had children. Oh, awful. Now he seemingly doesn't have the energy to haggle. Almost gives stuff away. All the best.
must be the foolish Pakarui. Get over here. Make each word count. Well then, what is it that brings you here? You've clearly made yourself at home on our waters.
I seek an answer to the Rathin. To that end, I'm looking for pieces of an ancient weapon.
Our islands have become more and more sickened of late. Those who stray fall ill with the blood fever and are cast out to die alone. My Hotungo worries that the beast has returned to the world once more.
Your Hatungo sure is wise. That weapon can drain and remove Rathin. It's our only chance to destroy the beast.
This weapon, it sounds like it could cure the blood fever. We believe it is caused by corruption contaminating our very blood, so removing it may heal that sickness. A powerful weapon indeed. I suppose I can allow you to continue your search. For now, we will not interfere with your passage on our waters, but you best remain respectful. He showed promise when he arrived on our shores. I saw the warrior within, but I will never forgive him for allowing the hunt of our sacred whale.
Aye, Danig regrets that. But it weren't his fault. It were his bloody king who gave the order.
I did not know that. Either way, the Kalguran monster that is King's March is too large for any one man to fully control. Kanu was always headstrong, loud and disrespectful, all the makings of a great warrior. He threw it all away to work for the Kalgurans. We have lost many to foreign causes. That's why Ngakanu is now off-limits to outsiders.
The Asmere welcome new ideas. Home cannot be a prison.
Perhaps that suits you upon your mountain. But the sea moves quickly. We cannot afford to lose more of our young to these dangerous ideas. It is disappointing to see our young abandoning the way and becoming what? Work hands? For the Kalgurans? It is ridiculous! She could be so much more!
Makoru is capable and skilled. I don't see the problem myself.
She is more than capable, which is why she belongs with us. Ugh. The first Karui captain of some outsider's fleet. Is there really honor in that? I doubt it. Kanu rejected us to be a lowly first mate, as they call it. I know his father. He is deeply ashamed. The youth these days are more foolish than ever. Tsukuhama tasked his tribe, my tribe, with keeping that deceiver. Our sacred duty kept us in this region, even though we longed for the sea. But it is good that we stayed.
I feel guilty for my trespass and for doing what I did, but I didn't know.
That is no excuse. We tried posting warriors to keep watch over the prison. He'd drive them mad. They'd throw themselves into the sea. Instead, we allowed his fog to wreak its havoc and in turn, keep him hidden. Besides, I had no idea Kalguran runes could undo our ancestral binding. Yet another reason for us to not get along.
It's remarkable you kept him there this whole time.
For untold generations, he slept soundly in that prison. But the deceiver woke from his slumber 20 years ago and has been causing more and more problems ever since. The fog, crashing ships, foul dreams, cursed voices. Even one of our elders fell for his lies and went missing. But it will be much worse now that the deceiver is free, thanks to you. Yes, you are all guests here on these waters. Waters that have belonged to us since the beginning of time. Our way is our identity. It is beyond life and death. The way gave us the strength to endure all the horrors of Rayclast. Corruption, disease, slavers. Ugh, never again.
My tribe survived by living in harmony. But now I'm on my own, with only my own strength.
Return to them. You belong to your tribe, as they do to you. The strength of the individual is nothing against the tide of many. Strength is the key. And yet here we are. Slowly but surely, outsiders forsake us. The Vaal, the Eternal Empire, and now, the Kalgurans. I thought their leader Danik was true of heart. until he allowed the harvest of our sacred whale. And it was all downhill from there. 20 years ago, we allowed only 4 Kalgurans to stay here, and now look at this place. It began with our remote tribes. They would disappear from their islands, gone without a trace. For generations, the Eternal Empire and the bastards of Oriath raided the weakest of our people and took them as slaves. But where are those slaves now? Dead and gone.
It's a shame the Eternals were descended from the Mountain Barn. They should never have left their mountain. It was the wrong path.
The Esmeri are not to blame for their descendants' mistakes. They must only answer for themselves. Now, we must rise stronger than ever. We will not stray again from the old way, the true way, the way that carried us through history. We must be strong for the world to see, so that we are the masters of our own destiny. Long ago, Tukohama put axes in our hands and taught us to fight. That is the most important lesson of our way. We were nothing before we were given strength.
This Tukohama, I like the sound of him.
Had we been united in our strength, perhaps history would have told a different tale. Now, the tribes must stand together and put the Karui first. We will always have neighbors, but they must acknowledge our strength, and one way or another, they shall. Remember, you are a guest.
This is as close as we can get. Talamoana.
What's good? Let's go. What's your step? I left Nakanu before I was even old enough to run the Isle of Shrikes. Because of that, in the eyes of the Karui, I'm not a man. I didn't pass the test. It's a ridiculous tradition. And I know a few ladies who can vouch for my manhood. How can I help? All good.
You are not yet a warrior, but soon you will be. Climb these cliffs and collect 1 Shrike egg. If you feel you cannot go on, turn back. You can always try again next season. We seek to build wisdom and strength, not to destroy you. A corpse does your tribe no good. No matter what you choose to do, return with a grand tale of what you faced. Tavakai, chieftain of the Tukohama tribe.
The hunt is on!
The Karui are brave. Bravery means little to a raging mother bird. don't know who built that, but it weren't any folk I know. Wait! Make a fine trophy. Need more time. Can't hide from me. Filth like you don't belong in the skies.
This piece has writing too. I have some sense of the meaning.
Give me everything you recall, no matter how insignificant. We must try to translate them.
Some mysteries are best left untouched, you know.
As a child, I was sent to live among the Asmeri with my brother and sister. But before that, I lived somewhere else. Somewhere with great works of stone and metal and glass. And a kind, smiling face. A woman's face. I haven't thought about this in thousands of years. It's a mortal memory, faded to static.
Don't get distracted. Keep the thought in your mind. You must find the last piece. Now go. We will work on this.
Look for the last piece. Quickly. I am glad the Tukohama tribe still thrives. In the early days, Tukohama was a good man.
You knew him?
Yes, and I also helped kill him too, much to my regret.
The stories of the Godslayer are true.
Yes, at the time there was no other way. There is one consolation. His spark was not lost.
Yes.
What were these edicts?
We have very little information, but if the seed of corruption was the instrument of the second edict, it may have been created in response to an unknown first edict.
The first mural I saw was broken, but there was definitely something there. They must have been facing some disaster, or enemy, or change in the world. Did they create the seed of corruption in response?
Whenever the Varl built something dangerous, we also ran a parallel project. As a contingency, the weapon, the instrument of the third edict. I believe it is a fail-safe. If the seed of corruption grew out of control, then perhaps it was designed to shut down the experiment.
Then that is exactly what we will do.
What will you do when all this is over? Will you return to your people and try to save them?
I cannot. Unfortunately, that is not how time works. Everything one knows will happen, did happen. This is the one case where ignorance can be a scientist's greatest asset. I must learn as little about history as possible while I am in this era.
Go. That makes 2. I'm afraid we'll still need more to make sense of this. I don't think we're going to find ourselves in open warfare, but Tavakai has recently slowed trade and restricted us to the docks at their settlement. That whale incident certainly didn't help.
What? What happened?
Our king commanded one of our vessels to hunt and harvest meat from a sacred whale, knowing full well what it meant to the Karui. By the time I found out, I was already too late. Tavakai hasn't spoken to me since. Our trade with the Karui fluctuates. There are so many tribes with different beliefs and different propensities. Some days we're all profiting. Other days, they're raiding our shipping lanes.
Do they not feel the spirit? No unity? Strange.
The Tukohama tribe, the largest in the region, welcomed us at first. We got along very well. Too well. When some of their younger members became interested in Kingsmarch, their chieftain, Tavakai, began to see us a little differently. What can I do for you? I think I know someone who needs this. Already well. Farewell.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Yes? Where to? Whakapanu is one of the most beautiful islands in Ngā Makanui, a tropical paradise. Some time ago, I heard that a Karui tribe decided to land and settle there. Maybe it would be worth asking if they've seen any sign of what you're looking for.
Maybe I could have a hunt or two while we're there.
I also look forward to meeting some Karui who don't know me. Hard to starboard! This is as close as we can get. Good day.
Ahoy! So, found more of that fancy weapon, eh? Can I see it?
Would show you if I could, but they're full of wrathing.
Oh, okay. Well, the more I hear, the more curious I get. Can't really blame me. I'm a simple fella. Something like this. Entire generations come and go without having eyes on a thing so significant.
So, you're taking note of it now. Fair enough.
The crew talks, I listen. Some of them heard that Doriabi guy arguing with the spooky one on the Cape. It did sound all very serious.
Oh, Dorian and the hooded one.
Yeah, those fellas. Ah, well, good luck finding the other piece. We got your back. Be safe. Ahoy! Here we are. This island looks nice, beautiful even. But they say anyone who settles here goes missing. The thing is, I spent a week on this beach a couple summers ago. I didn't see a damn thing. I did drink pretty heavily though. Nah, rumors and tales, you'll be fine.
Out like rats from a burrow. Wild bull!
We reached these shores under the first full moon. Tasaleo made the sea here rich beyond measure. We slept deeply and knew nothing of the dangers of this place. Tafor offered us living wood, and Valakor was kind. We sang for the bounty of our new home, and to Ramakor, and to the beautiful Arohongui as she watched from Lanihua's palace in the sky. We found abandoned homes. Others lived here before us. This was a sign that we had chosen well. We didn't see the statues until much later.
Scattered to the winds, same as the last. Need more time.
On the nights of the full moon, one among us vanished. When the second month passed, and another of our number vanished on the full moon, concern began to arise. The statues, Karui men and women running and screaming, terrified. They are crying out, silent, unmoving, about some danger behind me. I am fearful, but when I turn, there is nothing there.
Weren't right about this place. Big fin for shallow water. That explains it! Need a moment. Fresh nonsense will I find next? Worth keeping, just in case. Weren't expecting a serenade. Feels like it's pulling me in. pal. Ruggle like that.
You there! Save me from this seductive fiend, will you?
Have you come to join, my beloved?
You will join them!
So you're what's been making all this bloody noise?
Admire me! The sea will admire me!
Wait.
Close your mind to her voice!
Give in to my beauty. It's the last thing you'll see.
Hold on. Salt stinking beast! Need more time. Need a moment. Wait! Need more time.
The sea will!
Come over here! Do my eyes tell lies? Do I see an Asmeri before me?
Your eyes tell the truth.
Whoa, what a sight for Martiki's old eyes. As an elder of the Tugohama tribe, age tends to reveal fewer surprises as the years pass.
Elder, I'm truly honored to meet you. Even more so to have saved you.
Ah, the grace of the Asmeri. Not something often spoken of, but your people and mine have an abundance of similarities. Now, I must thank you for what you've done this day.
It's not needed, you know.
You shall have the opportunity to gain the blessing of our ancestors. Prove your worth to them. Show them what you showed me here. Let us return to your ship. I will show you the way to our most sacred place, the Eye of Hinekora. From there, I will speak for you to enter our halls of the dead. You will be tested, but also rewarded. Show them your strength. Ah, Makoru. It is good to see you.
Martiki, you're alive. I'd heard you were missing.
Yes. They told me I was too old to keep taking out my canoe. Maybe they were right. It is quite the tale. And I was weak, I admit. When the fog swept over the water, I should have known what I saw wasn't real. But there she was, Myra Kana. Sweet and strong as the day we met. She plowed on through the fog, and I chased her like she was alive, like we were young again. Then, crash! Next thing I know, I'm wet as anything and held prisoner in that bloody cave.
And let me tell you, it was hard to keep my eyes to myself.
Good thing our patron here got there when they did.
Yes, and about that, there is the small matter of what I've promised our hero here.
Why do I get the feeling this involves me?
Show me your map, Makoru. There is a place I want to take our friend, when they have the time. Yes, there it is. The Eye of Hinekora. Gateway to the Halls of the Dead.
You want to take them to the Karui's most sacred place. Were you hit on the head?
Trust me, my hero here is special. They deserve a chance to prove themselves to our ancestors.
Tavakai will lose his mind if he finds out about this.
Well, perhaps in this case it's best for him to only hear what he needs to hear.
All right, but after this I'm taking you back to Nakano.
Yes, that's fine. Talakura.
Moana.
How can I?
There's 3. Only 1 remains. Best you find that last piece. I've forged a few fineries.
We do close eventually.
Deal. Here's your gold. I think I know someone who needs this. Farewell.
Welcome. Oh my, what's that there? It's beautiful.
A pearl I found in a clam.
Oh, that's not just any pearl. I've an idea. I know I've got something around here that'll fit that nicely.
Thank you kindly.
Consider this kindness in the future, friend. Fair enough.
Greetings. Thank you.
Do come again.
You cleared out all the problems on Whakapanu Island. Quite remarkable, really. I've had a look around there, scoped out a good spot for us to base ourselves. Shall we go take a look? Rather intrusive wildlife around. Well, we can't have that, can we? Maybe you could move them on. All the best.
Proof of me prowess! Feathered brute! Wait!
done. So, what do you think? I love it. The pier could go there, store the supplies up the shore a bit. Our own little trade empire in the making. Well, what do you say? Shall we do it? Look at this! Isn't it wonderful? A place of our own. Somewhere to make history from. If only my parents could see me now. Thanks for believing in me. I won't let you down. What's new?
How can I...
Welcome. Let's equip you for already.
Outsider! I would have words with you.
What do you want? Ah, my friend.
What's good?
Makoru is the boss, right? Stupid question, really.
That's right. Makoru's the boss. But more than that, she's a role model, a true leader. She showed the Kalgorans what the Karui have to offer. And honestly, I'm just lucky to be following in her footsteps.
All right, all right. You know flattery doesn't work on me, Kanu.
It is simply the truth.
Aye, you're an impressive leader, Makoru.
The Karui have no ships like the Aurora May. Our vessels are meant to travel between islands or to fish. But the Aurora May? Woo! She feels like she could take us to the end of the world.
It's a wonder. The Asmeri got nothing like it.
I'm just happy to live in times like these. I think about it sometimes, you know? What a day to be alive. To breathe in the air, feel the sun. Could be a lot worse. When the Kalgorans showed up, it brought a lot of tension to the tribes. Also brought doubt among the outer islands. My family left the Tasoleo tribe when I was only a boy. They then joined the Tukohama tribe. My parents found hope in their message of strength.
And I suppose you didn't?
Well, look, I don't reject the way. It just feels different to me. Late at night, out on the sea, I can still feel what our old tribe called the flow. It's real. It's powerful.
What is it? This flow?
Oh, it's hard to put into words. All I know is Tavakai's version of the way is definitely not something I can flow with. Tavakai doesn't trust outsiders. He wants to drive the Karui further away into isolation. And that doesn't feel right to me. It feels backwards. We should at least hear new ideas out. See what they can offer us.
Talamoana. Where to? That's less an island and more an active volcano. There's a swarm of deadly little things that make their home in the warrens further inland. We call them the kinfolk.
Maybe I could make peace with them.
They're feisty little buggers. They'll swarm you and eat the flesh off your bones while you're still screaming.
Right.
It's really their tyrant I'm worried about. Reports say he's getting bigger and bigger every time he's spotted. But sure, we can take you there, I guess. All hands on deck! here we are. Good day.
Talamoana.
G'day. I'm on it. Watch your step, eh? Be wary here. The kinfolk are a bit crazed lately. They used to be nothing more than a nuisance. But now that volcano rumbles like it's hungry, and you can see them carting sulfite down there non-stop. The mountain must be alive. And oh boy, it's got an appetite.
I never miss! Ouch. Poor sod. Guess we're going treasure chasing. They're mining the sulfite. Wonder why? Smelly old fool! No kinfolk made this. This here's man-made.
My Voltaxic canaries. How is it that you're running scared of this blind beastie? It can't even bloody see. They're whispering in the dark, every moment now, licking at our fear, tasting our sweat. We need more sulfite. Here we all are, lying about, sick as dogs, evil closing in around us. Get that sulfite, no matter what it takes. This green lot won't stand in our way, not with all we've got down here. Give it time, my sweethearts, give it time. Your master, Nico.
And keeping a beast caged like this. Hold on. Hold on. Better dead than in their care. Think you're clever for this? Bring it on! Need more time. Need a moment.
I'm sweating through layers I didn't know I had. Kinfolk. And that's a first. Easy come, easy go.
Do not bring soul fight!
No soul fight, just me. Ugly bugger!
The final piece is symbols.
translation work we've done. Is it enough?
Something about a forge. This part says you must finish it, or something like it. You must forge it. The word forge is drawn like a name. It's not an action, it's a place.
So, we must find an ancient precursor forge.
I've hunted many things, never a forge. Where do we look?
This is the first time in my life I'm forced to admit. I have no idea. Ask the crew, perhaps. The Karui. They live here, after all.
This is the final piece. We have succeeded. Let us meet back in Kingsmarch to plan our next move.
Yes?
Tell me about the forge.
It is older than any other civilization on Rayclast. Only stone will remain. Anything else would have long since decayed.
I've seen plenty of stone in my time. How will I know I'm looking at their work?
They were masters of their world. They built structures whose mere remnants inspire awe. Even in me. You will know it when you see it. The Val would have supplanted their legacy, had we but time.
Time is of the essence.
Well, well, would you look at that?
Go on then. What does it depict?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Really? None at all?
Not so fast. I know who will have an idea. Take it to Makoru. She may know where this leads. Let's equip you for the journey. Deal. No harm done. Here's the gear I've got. I think I know someone who needs this. Survive.
Hail.
Yes?
What you need? Well, you met the chieftain. How was it?
He is an honourable man. He values tradition highly.
To be sure. I've two minds about him, though. On one hand, he's fostering tradition, allowing it to thrive. Yet on the other, well, he can be a bit much.
He is committed to his tribe, and it can't be easy.
You're telling me. Keep it up.
Ah, my friend.
G'day. You found all the pieces then? So, what now? Do they just sort of snap together?
Got no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, but it probably won't be that easy.
You guess you're right. Nothing's that easy, is it? Let me ask around, eh? Maybe someone's heard a rumor or a myth. You never know. Calm
We
seas
must find
for
an ancient forge. Have you lot heard anything about something like that?
I've never heard any mention of such a place.
I have.
Really? Where?
My old tribe tells a tale of a foreign medicine woman. It's a very old story. Took place after a great fire scoured the world. My ancestors had to dive into the sea just to survive. When they came to the surface, they found a burned woman floating in the tide.
What's this have to do with the forge? Get to the point.
She begged them to take her somewhere and promised to forge them a great reward. But the toll was too heavy. She was too injured, and she died trying to use the forge. She was buried there.
Where?
Arrestus. Well, wasn't called that back then, though.
Arrestus? Why didn't you mention this sooner?
Mention what? An old myth about a foreign woman who died trying to use a forge some unknown thousands of years ago? I only knew you were looking for pieces of some old artifact. I didn't hear nothing about looking for a forge.
Well, lucky you're here, Carnu. Let's try Erastus.
What have you got there?
Got a map for you to look at. Recognise this at all?
I have an idea or two, but only one way to find out. This is my best guess, and I'm not usually wrong. Shall we take a look? I am still astounded that Martiki told you about our Halls of the Dead. I was brought there only once, as a child, and I spoke with my grandfather, and his grandfather before him. They gave me advice I still follow to this day, to stay true to myself.
There's more than just ourselves, but I do understand.
Unfortunately, staying true to myself means I can never return. But if you have an invitation, I can at least take you there. Hard to port! Martiki has already gone inside the eye. You best catch up with him.
Oh, I'm in awe. My family has come here to speak to our ancestors on occasion, but I've never been. Feels strange to think I'll end up here one day. Well, that's assuming they let me in.
Now there's a sight what'll take your breath away.
Ah, there you are. We call this place the Eye of Hinekora. Far below, Hinekora herself resides. She, the Mother of Death, sees the choices we have made, and from that has foresight of the path ahead. Now, this here, this is Navali. She is the speaker. The word of the will of Hinekora. Oh, and that on her shoulder? That's Yama. He's a good boy.
Spirit watch over you, Navali. And Monkey.
The Elder's tale of your victory is well received. He vouches for you. But that is not quite enough. The Mother of Death must decide if you may enter. Step forth, look into the bowl, and Ekora will see you. All of you.
searching for something unreal. The power is yours, if you accept it.
Inekora has spoken. You are worthy. Prove to our ancestors that which I already know to be true.
What in the spirit is going on here?
Well, put simply, you are dead. But do not worry. The Mother of Death has you in her embrace. Your body will be safe here, while your spirit moves forward to prove yourself to our ancestors.
I guess I've no choice but to trust in Hinekora.
She will look after your soul. Do not worry.
You may enter. We will be watching.
Ah, my friend. When we speak of our ancestors and their wisdom, it's not just poetic. All Karui since the time of Tukohama linger here still, in the halls of the dead. Their advice and counsel is our greatest source of strength.
When we as Mary die, we rejoin the spirit. Our voices become one.
One voice for all your people? That'd never work for the Karui. In any case, my feelings on all this are complicated, but the way was established long before my time. Sometimes it really just is what it is. The gods were once mortal. They hunted, fished, and ate like we do. Many of Tukohama's deeds were achieved before his ascension.
And what did he achieve as a mortal?
During the Great Wasting, he united the tribes. He put axes in our hands and taught us to survive. But he was not just a bringer of violence. No, he was a bringer of hope. Hope among all the tribes. Some forget that.
Some choose to forget.
Exactly. Each tribe has its own story of the Great Wasting. Some call it a great fire, or the barren centuries. Others, an endless winter. The truth lies buried in all these tales. There was an ancient time of horror and famine. But in those dark years, our gods first stepped forward. Tukohama, Hinekora, Tafor, and the rest.
We know the winter. Did you not have gods before then?
No. For us, history begins there. The Great Wasting erased all that came before. Maybe there wasn't even a before for us. When did the first Karui emerge from that volcano? Something to ask Hinekora, Navali.
The Mother of Death can recall only her own memories. History begins at the rise of the gods, because that is when Hinekora was born.
Curious. So the end of time, as she recalls it, is really her death.
Yes.
At the end of our lives, Hinekora catches the Ngakuramakoi in her embrace.
Death is not the end. The halls of the dead are merely the first rest on a long journey.
You don't rejoin the spirit. What's next then?
That is not for man or God to know.
In other words, we have no idea. But the halls give us some comfort from total oblivion, at least. The halls of the dead are open to the worthy and their children. We come here to consult with our ancestors in times of great need.
Your ancestors take heart from seeing their descendants.
It's good to hear that, but it's not all so kind-hearted. When the sky permits, we come to watch the trials of the ancestors. The living may only see it properly under the light of a full moon.
The moon, eh? How's that work?
Well, you see, great crystal veins guide the light down on certain nights of the year. Warrior souls can be seen by the grace of La'anihua.
It is a gift from a goddess who cannot be with us in person.
You'll never see anything like it as long as you live. All our greatest warriors from history on the same field. No holding back. After all, why pull punches? They're already dead.
The trial is not a sport. It is a sacred tradition.
Can't it be both? Different tribes, shoulder to shoulder, cheering on their heroes. We bring meat and ale. We make a real night of it.
I suppose there is joy in community and competition. Just don't speak this way in front of Hinekora.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Can she hear us?
I do.
Praise the Mother of Death.
Indeed.
Show them your strength.
Their spirits linger, same as their strength.
Test your mettle. Rise, warriors of Namahu. Smiles upon your strength.
If I've learned one thing, it's that strength talks.
Namahu is the mother of fire. She lends it to us in life, but here, in death, we return it to Hinekora. We exist now to give our wisdom to our descendants, until we are all returned to the volcano. When the world is forged anew, a new line of Karui will emerge to conquer a savage world. Until then, we linger here in the halls of the dead.
The guardians of the forest, come, warriors of Tafur!
Hold on.
The forest smiles upon your bravery.
I do what I have to. Bravery's got naught to do with it.
Tafur is the son of the forest and its father. His alone is the perspective of the ages, of centuries of life, growth, death, and decay. Inner peace can only be attained by accepting that life and death are inevitable. This is something you will learn as the ages pass here, in the halls of the dead.
This were well hidden, but not well enough. Bring it on!
Show us you flow like the sea! Assemble warriors of Tassalio! Tassalio smiles upon your fluidity.
The ancestors see you. You are welcome in our halls of the dead.
These ancestors talk more than the spirit ever did.
Tassalio is the father of water, but he does not require you to believe. He is the essence of the moment, of flowing from one second into the next. Be who you are. Be what you are. Be nothing other than this, and you will know peace. You will be here until the end of time, but that is no weight at all if you exist only in this moment. In this way, this flow, you will find it pleasant here, in the halls of the dead.
Have no fear. I am both here and there, just as you are now.
By the spirit, how have you done this?
The water of sight does not slay the living, just nearly so. The water of sight does not raise the dead, just nearly so. On the verge, we have one eye in each world. And so I serve Hinekora. I am her speaker, both in life and in death.
I feel sick. Please let me wake up from whatever this is.
The Mother of Death is all that stands between us and oblivion. Before she embraced us, those that died simply ceased to be. Now the souls of the Karui people continue on, lending their wisdom and strength to those that follow. Our Mother of Death is gifted with the ability to see into the past. Her prophecies guide us on the eternal search for the way forward.
What am I missing? She sees the past, but how does that make a prophecy?
Before Rayclast, before the lake, before the primordial molten world, before the stars themselves. Time circled upon itself into infinity. Inikora sees not what you will do, only what you did, and what you shall do again. Probably. Time passes slowly for me, but it does pass. My service is not endless. The renowned Hatungo Narumoa served before me, and others served before her.
It'd be a hard role to give up, I bet.
I can only remember my future past while my soul is bound to Hinekora. Life and death draw ever closer together, and oblivion lies in wait.
My elders once told me a story about a place where time is a circle. What does that mean?
One day, time will end. Then time will begin again. Hinekora remembers the future past. Not very clearly, but enough to guide our way forward. You do not remember our previous meetings, but I do, by the grace of Hinekora's sight. Some ends are peaceful, even quiet. Some are bloody, loud, and reckless. Some are lonely, and those are the worst. But the end of time is not to be feared. It is a release, a mercy. All the pains of a long and weary existence will fall away from us. Then we shall see the world with innocent eyes once more.
I've never felt so small. It's humbling.
You are not small, child. Only part of something vast.
And this vastness just never ends?
It ends and begins, and ends and begins, on and on into eternity. Yes, you and I shall have this conversation again, as we have before, many times. The path is ordained.
Banished from my own mountain, but welcome here. Funny that.
Death is not the end. There is always another.
Think you can take me?
Continues. The lone traveler journeys on.
Mark for death!
heartbeat of the world flows calm and constant.
Need a moment.
The sea holds many secrets for those who seek.
What have you learned?
Hail. I've forged a few fineries. I think I know someone who needs this. Go make some legends. Well met. Here's your gold. Go make some legends.
I won't falter.
A volcano rages, searing the night sky.
Need a moment. A worthy foe.
The warrior emerges from the caldera, born anew.
Hinekora has seen you. But now, one final challenge.
Huh? A challenger?
Old Yamasi is worthy of Hinekora. Come!
Well now, this should be fun.
Breath of Yama know you now. Catch yourself if you can.
This don't feel right. Over here. Hold on.
You are not worthy! Okay. Yamasi, you are worthy.
Awful matty for a monkey.
You beat Yama. Yama is impressed, but not surprised. We saw you. Yes, saw. The Mother of Death sees all. No destiny, no fate, and no hope yet. The Mother sees only failure.
That don't bode well.
We try this, we try that, and we fail. You fail. She remembers all.
I fail. What can I do differently?
Hope is a tasty worm, crawling on an unknown leaf. Cut down trees, one by one. The worm might still hide, but the forest grows thin.
I understand.
Yama has known many speakers. Walk among the dead, walk among the living, but belong to neither. Navali is kind, kindest of all.
What does she do?
Give Yama nuts! The others never did. They were dead, risen. One heartbeat Navali still has. Every shortest day. The Mother waited for you. The years come and go. Still she waits. Last time, an outsider here. Very disappointing. Every failure brings less hope.
What are you saying?
You think you know. You imagine more. Cannot imagine. Longer than you think.
What?
Talakura!
Step forth. Behold the Mother. Hinekora sees you. The past is laid bare before her. She knows you. But now, she listens. You may speak.
I have but one question, honored Mother of Death. How do I hear the spirit's voice again?
Whispered words offer guidance to the pure, but silence is earth. Yes. Now, the sea goes still.
What? That's it? What's happening?
The Mother of Death has spoken. You will one day be welcomed here. Hinekora invites you to fight in our trial of the ancestors, to test yourself to your absolute limits. But now is not that time. When the time comes, you will know. It is a great honor to participate in our trial of the ancestors. It is very rare that an outsider is allowed to participate.
You have my thanks, and I will do my best.
You will know when the time is right. For now, we are not undertaking the trials. Too many are refusing. One among us has elevated their angry voice above the others. Utula of the Kitava tribe has long found the afterlife constricting. He has convinced several others to become unruly. They are refusing to fight and causing great disturbances.
Why are they doing that?
Utula has convinced them they could overthrow this place or even escape. We have done the best we can for the souls here, but it is not enough for some. This often happens with souls new to this timeless existence. It will pass, as it always does. We will meet again. Hello again.
Yes?
Quickly.
Hail. Here's the gear I've got. I'll melt it down. Find a use. Farewell. Welcome. Here's the gear I've got. Deal. Go make some legends.
How can...
Well met. Go make some legends.